you remember what year he was born?
Lisa was born in 34, he was born in 36. I just remembered.
Did you maybe mean 54?
Pardon?
You were born in 34.
54, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I meant
that's okay.
54. Thank you.
When was Susie born?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. What part of your car was impacted by Dr. Sonstein's car?
Let me just think if I'm going this way. My right, my passenger side, I don't know if it was the door or which door it was, but it was on my right side in the middle of the car, or towards the front, but in the middle.
Okay. And do you remember what part of Dr. Sonstein's car impacted your car?
It was I believe it was the left side of his car.
So you met with your attorneys on the break. Is there any testimony that you've given that you need to change at all?
Yes. See, I have never seen those pictures before, and I'm not a car person. So I think I made a mistake about which side of the car,
Okay.
because I just got it wrong.
Okay. So which side of the car do you believe that that your vehicle was impacted?
It was impact on the driver's side.
Okay. Did you see Dr. Sonstein's car before your two vehicles made an impact?
No.
You looked left before you made your left-hand turn, correct?
Yes.
And you did not see him to your left?
No.
Did you look in your rearview mirror?
Yes.
Did you see him in your rearview mirror?
No.
Okay. And you could see what was in front of you, correct?
Yes.
Did you see him in front of you?
No.
Because the damage was on the driver's side door, or I'm sorry, on the driver's side of your vehicle, and because the damage to his car was on the right side of his vehicle, he must have come somewhere from the left-hand side, correct?
Foundation.
I don't see that.
You don't see that?
No.
Okay.
Help me see it.
Okay. Do you know where Dr. Sonstein's car was in relation to your car?
You mean at the time of impact?
Yes.
All I remember is that it came from behind me and came up, and we pulled over so we didn't block the intersection.
Okay. Dr. Gary, do you know how this crash occurred?
When you say how, what does that mean?
Well, I'm saying, a jury's going to have to determine who's at fault for this, and to determine who's at fault, they're going to want to know where the cars were, how they came to an impact. Dr. Sonstein says that he was in the left-hand lane and that you merged into his car with his front right merging into your driver's side. And if you don't believe that the crash happened that way, the jury's going to want to know how you believe the crash happened.
I wish I could tell you. I honestly don't remember exactly how it occurred. I remember feeling the crash,
Sure.
but I don't remember exactly how it occurred.
Okay. So, as far as I know, and from your written discovery, there were no other witnesses besides you and Dr. Sonstein. Is that right?
That's correct.
So, if Dr. Sonstein says that the crash occurred from him being in the left-hand turn lane and you merging into his car, what evidence do you have that that's not the way that it happened?
Form and foundation.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Well, and Dr. Gary, I'm not talking about a legal question. I'm talking about simply, there's going to be stories on how a crash happened. My client has his story where he says that he was in the left-hand lane and you merged into his car. What is your position? What are you going to tell the jury?
Form.
Hmm?
I just said form.
You
You can
can-
answer if you understand
Oh.
the question.
I don't know, I'm going to study the papers better. But I'm not a car person, so I can't tell from looking at the car, pictures of the car, how it occurred. I can get help in finding out, but I don't know.
Well, when you say you can get help to figure out how it occurred, the only two witnesses to the crash are you and Dr. Sonstein. And whether you're a car person or not, as you sit here today, do you know how this crash occurred?
Form, asked and answered.
Pardon?
Asked and answered. He's asked you that question
Oh.
a few times.
That you can answer.
You can answer it again.
I have to say I'm not sure. I mean, I can look at this picture, I can see the dead lane. I think he could have come around this side of me going into this. I'm just not sure. All of my children were taught to be good people, to take responsibility for their mistakes, to make right their mistakes. Probably there's more, but I can't think of more. I think when you're teaching a child, you usually, at the time there's an event that happens, you usually use that as a teaching time.
As you sit here, do you accept any responsibility for causing the collision between your car and Dr. Sonstein's car?
Form.
I respect, what I do is, if I'm in an accident, half of the accident's due to me. And so, yes, I accept responsibility for my part in the accident.
What is your part in the accident?
Causing damage to his car.
Okay. And so as you sit here, are you saying that you caused damage to Dr. Sonstein's car?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. So explain to me what you mean then. What are you accepting responsibility for?
For the accident itself that caused, not for the accident, but for the damage to his car that was caused by the accident.
But as you sit here, did you cause the accident?
I don't think so.
So, Dr. Gary, as you sit here today, are there any mistakes that you are taking responsibility for?
For my part of the accident, for the damage to his car of my part of the accident.
And what mistakes did you make that were your part of the accident?
If we both turn together, I can't see where my mistake could have been any different from his mistake.
Okay, so what was your mistake as part of this accident?
Making a left turn, looking both ways, looking in the rear view mirror, and making my turn.
And what do you believe Dr. Sonstein's mistake was as part of this accident?
I don't know. I did not think he looked injured. No bandages, no limping, no nothing.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember anything else.
Okay. So you say no bandages, no limping. Do you understand what injuries Dr. Sonstein is claiming as part of this lawsuit?
No, I don't.
Okay. So he's not claiming any lacerations, so there wouldn't be any bandages. And he's not claiming any injuries to his legs. Dr. Sonstein is claiming an injury to his hand and a exacerbation of his neck, okay, because he had previous neck fusions. Now, have you reviewed any of Dr. Sonstein's medical records in this case?
No.
Okay. As you sit here, do you have an opinion on whether Dr. Sonstein was hurt as part of this accident?
I do not think he was hurt as part of the accident. I do think he had previous injuries, because that's what I've been told.
Okay.
Okay.